Hello and welcome everyone to a new tutorial on this channel. In this video you're going to learn how to draw the Pokemon Silvally. Now Silvally is a very difficult Pokemon to draw because it is very detailed and every body part looks different. I'm going to start with a circle for the head, and in the next step I'm going to draw a long body. After this we're going to connect these two body parts with two lines. Now we're going to draw the face, and I started to draw the opened mouth, and for this I'm drawing a jaw with two spiky teeth. Then I'm adding a big bolt in the center of the face. From this bolt we're going to draw the helmet that reminds me of the head from a bird. But on the top it has one ear like a cat. In the next step I'm going to draw two lines from the bolt to the front of the face that looks a little bit like a beak, and between these two lines I drew the eye that looks a little bit robotic. Then I added a big, I don't know how to call it, but it looks like the things that are also on knight helmets. Here I noticed that I made this part a little bit too big, and so I'm taking my eraser and my pencil and correcting the stuff until I'm happy with the results. As next I'm adding a little bit of feathers to the helmet, and around the helmet there is fur. Under this first layer of fur I'm going to draw a second with larger feathers. I don't actually know if these are feathers because Silvally is a chimera and is made out of different Pokemon or animals. The hind legs remind me of the hind legs from a dog or a cat. They have each 3 toes on each feet. For the front legs we're going to draw gloves that are reminding me of the feet from a bird. And then I noticed that the legs are way too short for my liking, and so I'm taking my pencil and the eraser to correct these. But the concept stays the same. The claws from the front feet are also made out of 3 parts, but they have a bird style. And also on the claws I'm drawing little spikes. For the hind legs I'm drawing these, I don't know what to call them, but it is a certain pattern on the hip and on the feet of Silvally. The tail looks like the tail from a water Pokemon, and also gets 3 little spikes at the top. You can always correct your drawing until you're happy with the results, and if you are, you can start to outline your drawing. It looks very fast on the time lapse, but in fact alone the outlining took me around 12 minutes. I would be very patient and take my time with outlining, because if you do a mistake there's no going back, unlike when you're drawing with the pencil. Now I'm erasing the remaining pencil sketches, and I started to color the main part of the body in a black. It took me many layers and patience to get the black that I wanted. And with black you have always the contrast between the paper and the color, so the parts that are not colored in are very obvious. To erase these white dots between the color, I'm using a white colored pencil to burnish the color into the paper. And also the part around the eyes is black too. For the front feet I used a gray that looks a little bit greenish, and the inner part of the ears as well as the two stripes at the snout are red. The pattern at the hip and the feet is in a purple. And I'm always correcting the black parts that I don't like. The tail is colored in a blue, and I'm using different blue tones to make the drawing more realistic and let the colors appear more vibrant. For the edge of the tail I'm using a light blue, and for the helmet I'm using gray tones, and here I'm using different gray tones to apply shadows on this drawing. The place where the first layer of fur and the second are overlapping, I'm using darker gray because normally there would be shadows. And because I'm drawing the normal form of Silvally, I'm leaving the feathers at the helmet and the tail white. We're finished with our drawing. I really hope you could learn how to draw Silvally with my tutorial, and I really thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.